Brought to you by Penguin.
Part of a story that started before me. Poems about Black British history. Chosen by George the Poet. Read by George the Poet. Seroca Davis. Troy Glasgow. Charlotte Gosling. Rohan Nedd. And Michelle Femi Tiwo. Introduction. Let me tell you why I'm so proud to present to you part of a story that started before me, an anthology of poems on Black British history. The history of Black people in Britain is long and varied, from the ancient Romans to the present day. However, because of huge gaps in our education, many Black Britons never got the full picture. I'd like to think my generation will be the last to grow up with this hole in their history, hopefully, in part, because of audiobooks like this. Historically, Black Britain has been a connection point where many cultures from across the world meet. The Black population is typically concentrated in Britain's big cities, often in particular areas of those cities, and Britain has brought our cultures into closer contact than ever. I was a child of African immigrants, and my generation was among the first to grow up alongside the children of Caribbean immigrants in Britain. Our early conditioning may have presented some challenges, but we gradually became a family, producing beautiful, hybrid cultures of our own. If I had grown up in my ancestral home of Uganda, I would have had a lot less exposure to the Jamaican, Nigerian, Trinidadian, Ghanaian, Bajan, Zimbabwean, and Congolese cultures that have shaped my life. As Black people, we often feel strongly about our heritage, but as Britons, we're also invested in the future of this country. How do we make sense of either one without a complete understanding of our shared history? I usually investigate what I don't know by Googling books about, followed by whatever is on my mind, and for years I've enjoyed studying different perspectives on the Black experience. The Black diaspora has produced generation after generation of powerful spokespeople, and many of the following have influenced me personally. When Linton Kwesi Johnson, a Jamaican-born, British-based poet and recording artist, released Voices of the Living and the Dead in 1974, he didn't just speak for the brutalized British Jamaican working class, but also for oppressed people all over the world. He didn't need school to give him a qualification to be a credible voice. He just spoke. And across the Atlantic Ocean, that same relentless Jamaican spirit led DJ Kool Herc to loop instrumental breakdowns of his favorite records while talking rhythmically over them during one of his famous parties in the Bronx. He wasn't just expressing himself. He was inventing another form of storytelling for billions of people. Hip-hop. At that party in 1973, DJ Kool Herc unlocked something that would go on to liberate people who hadn't even been born yet. People like Black Britain's own Miss Dynamite. When I was 11 years old, I discovered her song It Takes More, and I immediately knew Miss Dynamite wasn't just uplifting young girls in the hood. She was raising the consciousness of everyone who saw her on MTV Base that day. Her music was directly descended from what Linton Kwesi Johnson and DJ Kool Herc started in the 70s, a tradition of creative storytelling for us, by us. When I came to poetry in 2010, I had already spent 5 years making grime music. During that time, I had learned how to rhyme, but felt inspired to change genre when I discovered
Sample complete. Ready to continue?